over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome in to the Fitness Fanatics. It is a beautiful morning here in Lincoln, September 8th, and the Huskers are 2-0 for the first time since Harrison was in high school. Young 17-year-old. Last time they were 2-0, 2016. Just feels good.
Also, the last time they were just 1-0. So.
Well, now we were 1-0 in 2019.
Nah?
They beat South Alabama in the season opener. And then lost the next day. But next week to Colorado. So, yeah. You can go ahead and
I'm going to fact check that.
Go ahead and fact check me.
Right, but
no, there's no mites. There's no mites. Nicole and I were at the game, and we won.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It was a little dicey, but they won. It wasn't anything like yesterday or last week. Crowbait says Victory Sunday. Absolutely. It's great. Like, I don't even remember the feeling of being 2-0. It's been so long. Mm-hmm. So I was at the game last night, and it was just.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, what was that? I don't hear that very much. I was right. Yes,
you are right, and that was also the home opener as well. And then that's right. That's Colorado the week after,
and we beat South Alabama.
We did beat South Alabama, and then we did beat Northern Illinois as well. Notre Dame.
Yeah, right. Oh, so yeah, yesterday I had it was an interesting day for me. Jay was just on the last show talking about double final.
No, final.
Final.
Yeah.
Well, I had two final shots of Fireball before I headed to the stadium, and it caught up with me because as I was laying in bed this morning, I was thinking, I don't remember going into the stadium. I don't remember giving Ben his ticket to the game. Like, there are things that I just did not remember. Now I remember the game in its entirety.
You remember the first touchdown?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought Ben said that there were times that you were like, well, they didn't do this. They didn't recognize the team. And Ben's like, yes, they did.
No, I remember
they had their own tunnel walk.
I remember the 94 team coming out of the tunnel. Yes. But I usually, like, when they remember, they bring them on the field and like line them up, and they're like they did for the volleyball team. Yeah. Like, here's the 2023 Big Ten champions. So it's like a moment, like at the end of quarter, and they didn't do that. So that's what I was waiting for.
Okay.
All right, Jeff. Well, let's get you coaching from the couch here. From Tater, should we worry about not scoring in the second half, or was that more related to coaching and being too conservative on play calls?
me now, when you're at the game, it's like you don't really know. Like I sometimes I like to listen to the commentating. Like so at the game, it was like I thought they didn't want to make the big screw up play. Like don't throw a pick six, don't do this, don't do
onside
that.
kick.
And when you're up 28-0, or yes, well, and they did have a touchdown. It was called back on a holding call,
Yeah.
which that kind of the flags really got off the rail there in the second half, where it was just kind of like ho
What's the
hum.
point?
But what I like is that you never, ever, ever thought Nebraska was going to lose.
No.
Yeah, it was 28-0.
Oh, it was just,
Yeah.
it was just,
And the way we got to 28 was bludgeoning them with running the football.
yeah.
So you felt pretty good about, well, we can just kind of milk the clock here, even if they have some good drives. The only thing that scared me at that one point, Jay talked about it, was that special teams where we almost ran it all the way back, because that would have been a huge momentum swing. Boom, that's 7.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
it's 7-14. I mean, that's a lot of difference for defense momentum wise. And once Colorado kind of feels good about themselves, that's when they really start clicking.
But like this game was if you look at the first half of last year, because I kept telling people like we played these guys last year, played Travis Hunter, we played Shadur Sanders, we played Jimmy Horn, we played those same guys last year, and if we wouldn't have self-destructed, like
Probably would have won that one.
right, because they had 3 points with like 1 minute, 2 minutes left in the first half. Like Nebraska and Colorado had the same yardage last year in the first half, but when you have 4 turnovers and it just went off the rails. No turnovers last night. And this is crazy. Last year through 2 games, Nebraska had 8 turnovers. 8 turnovers the first 2 games. Now we just have 1.
That's crazy.
And we are +3 in the turnover margin.
I think too, we've kind of forgotten as fans, forgotten the comfort of watching our team play only as hard as they have to. So
Right. So
That's actually a good point.
right, like they did what they needed to do, and now we're criticizing the fact that it wasn't more
No,
glamorous.
this is like what Coach Bush says on early break. We're going back. We're going back in time to better times when we would win by 35. The third, 4th string defense comes in, gives up 2
Yeah.
rushing touchdowns, and we're all pissed
I'm
about
happy
it. It was
with
great.
what happened in the second half. We played as hard as we needed to, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident from what happened in the first half that they could have kicked it back in if they needed to. And again, those calls were just the penalties were kind of just killed the momentum of anything that was happening. And then you become a little more conservative because you're like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel so bad for Ramir for losing out
Oh,
on
his
that
65-yard touchdown.
I know.
There was
Calls back.
There was some phantom calls. Like what bothers me about it is, it's just, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it both ways.
Yeah,
Like the second half made no sense.
it was weird. It was weird.
Like in the first half, the game was rolling smoothly. You're telling me in the second half, like everybody just forgot how to block?
Yep. They started
Like,
holding
both
and
teams.
Right.
blocking
Both
the
teams
backs.
just forgot
and-
how to play football in the second
Yep,
half.
targeting, like, and I didn't see, like, I know the targeting call on Nebraska. I was like, of course, all I could see is a replay. Like, it's not like I'm watching it on television, but I didn't see any helmet to helmet at all. Kind of looked like the Nebraska players hit each other.
Yeah.
It was
Like it would have been
weird.
targeting on themselves.
That one could have gone either way. I
They
feel
need to
like,
fix
but
that targeting call, because there's
yeah.
even one play, like there's some Colorado players. I'm like, that's just when
Yeah.
when they're sliding. As soon as you start sliding, you're giving yourself up.
yeah, I think
Like,
it was more. I don't think it wasn't helmet to helmet, but I think it was just more the fact that he kind of leaned his head down right at the end,
I guess my
and that's what.
thing is, like, if they start leaning, if
I
they're
know.
already leaning as they
I know.
slide, I feel like you can't
Yeah,
penalize
that's
them.
like science, right? It's momentum, whatever.
Or
whoever.
Such a
make
split
it
second where they gotta like somehow like jerk. I don't know how you get out of that. When
I
they're
know.
already
Yeah,
going full
but
speed.
it's,
make
I
it be
don't
like the
that
NFL
call.
where you get, if you get called for targeting in the NFL, you don't get thrown out of the game.
Yeah, I think that's
right?
a little
You
too
get like a
much.
warning. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's just like the targeting's so judgmental, a judgment call by the officials. Like, so
Subjective.
Mekhi Bear, he gets called for targeting, and now he's out for the first half next week. Like,
That's
all
like-
on judgment calls.
Yeah, I don't like that.
like it.
There's a difference between
Yeah, absolutely.
intentional targeting
Mhm.
and incidental targeting. Maybe there should be a distinction.
And
I
there's
don't
some
know.
where you can look and you're like, okay, yeah, he just dove with his helmet.
Because they want to keep
So-
the players safe. Like we get that,
Right.
But also, does it have to be so harsh? I don't know. The amount of targeting that is actually intentionally like to hurt players. I don't know if that happens.
It should be
anymore.
like soccer, where if you rack up enough yellow cards and red cards,
Maybe.
Yeah.
then you get a severe penalty,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, you're just a dangerous
I don't
player.
know. It needs some adjusting. For
No,
sure.
I never played, football at the speed of
Smash
knowing,
mouth,
like,
hardcore.
I don't even think I ever tackled somebody in a game. So but I could, I like hear the guys on the ticket and stuff talk about, like, yeah, when the offensive player makes the move and you're coming in as a defensive player, if the offensive player ducks or something, you can't change in mid-flight. I mean, it's just so subjectional and
Subjectional.
or whatever.
You made that word up.
It's a
Subjective.
word of the day.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the
Subjective.
dictionary.
I don't
But,
know if it is.
Yeah,
not.
just to
Definitely not.
think back to, like, how many times Nebraska has been hurt by guys getting thrown out of targeting. One I can think of right now was 2015 Nebraska, Iowa, when Nate Gary
Yep.
got called for targeting, and Iowa had 2 plays the entire freaking game. Both of them were runs where Nate Gary would have been, and so it's just irritating.
Yeah, and I hate it for everybody.
I know, it's just, yeah.
Like, nobody, they need to fix it. And like you said, they don't need to get rid of it, but you definitely need to fine tune it.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you need to grade like what is intentional and what is
I think
unintentional.
the intention is good, but the execution is very flawed.
Mm-hmm.
At least they're
The
and
executional.
they're replaying it also, which is good that they're taking a look at it. But I still
Yeah,
don't
because
like.
that Colorado call definitely needed to be called back. That was shoulder pad for sure.
That's what
yeah.
And that's, that's
Which is
coming
fine.
from Nebraska
I know,
fans.
right? Yeah,
There's a unanimous, like, that was the wrong call.
Yeah, that was not a good call. The other
don't
one
get
I
it.
could see.
And then there was like a roughing the passer on Dylan, which is kind of a little suspect, but
it was like,
it's
again,
just
it wasn't that bad, but if we're going to see that on the other side, then you got to call it.
That's why, like, in the Chiefs Ravens game on Thursday, like, I kind of like the fact that the refs let him play and hit hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. There probably should have been some roughing the passer calls against Mahomes or against the Ravens on Mahomes.
Well,
but
they did point this out. You got Big 12 refs.
Well, I listened to the Husker Online show this morning as I was laying in bed or the post game, and that crew was actually a former Pac-12 crew.
Oh,
that migrated into the Big 12.
So they saw that run on the football, and they're like, "What is this?
Yeah, probably.
What's going on here?
Yeah, what? Yeah,
too much holding.
Too much holding. They're not used to seeing all that.
That's ridiculous. That's just stupid. That's
weak
dumb.
too as well. I think refs just like teams take time to gel.
Right. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Like, and Sipple was like, apparently there's just not enough people in this country to find referees.
Well,
if
I wouldn't want to do it.
330 million people, we can't find people to ref a game.
People got to realize. Oh,
not yet. Peter's
bigger
trying
than the
to
score has been canceled. No,
he's trying to canceled. Pete is trying to hijack our show right now with Dallas Cowboys talk. But
yeah, so don't worry. If
I was
you
a little
Dallas
worried.
Cowboys, he'll throw it out there somewhere around 11 o'clock today.
We were a little worried because we had a big 4-day weekend, right, Harrison? We had the Ravens, the Packers, the Huskers, and then today Caleb Williams. We started off 0 for 2 in the house, and we were a little nervous. Like, this is not now when the Packers losing. I wasn't too bent out of shape, but
but Jordan Love's actually okay. That actually makes me feel good.
He is because Ben said yesterday
he's
going to
be out like 3 to 6 weeks.
Well, that's not okay.
No, but like if you saw the injury,
I know I saw it.
I was,
it was
like, oh
rough.
my, like Lord, he's gonna. And I want to beat the Packers the right way. I don't want to beat them.
Yeah, he might be back just in time. He might be.
You know what? I don't. Do you think Packers fans apologize to me because they beat Caleb Haney in the NFC title game? No, they don't care.
Definitely don't.
They'll take the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I just don't like seeing quarterbacks get hurt. Like,
I
just want to see the best possible product, and I don't care,
that's true.
Which team it is. Give me the best product.
And now Malik Willis, who they just signed a week ago, is going to be the quarterback. That's
tough.
That's
tough
tough
sledding for a while there.
But anyway, we're 2-0. It's incredible. It's an incredible feeling. I know you guys don't like hearing me talk about Iowa on the show, but they lost.
Today's the exception for sure.
And I've said many times, I watched college football for 2 reasons: for Nebraska to win and Iowa to lose.
And it all happened.
the way they lost,
and when
it's so long.
Yes, when it happens on the same day, which it typically doesn't, like, it's just, I mean, it's glorious because
go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because people text me and I just hear about it. Now it's just peaceful.
I was gonna say the only thing I missed out on is just because it happened so fast that we missed out on the meltdown of the Iowa fans on social media.
Yeah, I didn't get to see anything.
They didn't have
either. That was-
time to have a meltdown because that just happened so fast.
Well-
and then it was over, and then it's crickets.
Ben said
Crickets.
that. So I don't remember walking up the steps to get in the stadium.
You
Okay?
were still in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the bathroom before I made the trek up to row 80 for my seats. And I know that they actually showed the final Iowa State field goal kick on the big screens in Memorial Stadium.
They did?
They
Yes.
did, yes.
Oh,
Ben
all
said he
right.
was just coming
Let's
out
go.
up into the stadium, and this crowd erupted. he
Whoever
said.
is the tech crew, well done.
They
Yes.
did it.
well
they did
done.
it.
That is
Yep.
perfect.
Ben has a video of it.
Yeah,
too,
one of
from
his
a buddy.
buddies sent him a video
Oh,
of
man.
them showing the kick and then the reaction.
If you guys have that
People
video,
cheering.
send it into the Starter Heyman text line. I bet you
Yeah.
probably got a few people taking videos of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ben said. So I missed it. I was in the bathroom.
Oh,
And
Jeff.
then he's like, "Did Iowa lose?" And I went down.
Did Iowa lose?
I went down to.
It
Do
was
you
a
remember
rough
texting me?
30
that?
minutes.
I went down to tailgate, and then I stayed, but I didn't go to the game. And so I was walking back to meet some other friends, and I was trying to I was a little tipsy too, so I don't know. I was probably a little obnoxious, but I was like, did Iowa just lose? And half the people didn't know. And I finally went up to a tailgate, and it happened to be someone I knew, thankfully, but we found it and watched it. I'm like, yeah, that happened. They did lose.
I mean, it's just amazing. What an amazing day. Now, Harrison, we got one piece of the puzzle left.
I know. I was. It was tough going to bed last night. I even stayed nice and sober because I got a big day tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up early.
Yep.
Don't
I
want to
was
have
so
to be taking a
excited.
nap.
I was looking at my heart rate. I was like 90 heart rate, just laying in my bed.
Adrenaline
Yeah, and I was
coursing
like, I
through
got
your veins.
one more game.
Yep.
One more game for a perfect weekend.
We're
I'm
gonna
so
we'll
close to
talk
it.
about
I've
it a
never
little
had-
bit
What?
right now.
What? So what are we talking about?
This.
Oh.
We'll talk about this, and then we're gonna talk about fitness stuff. And I'll give you guys the last half hour to talk about
The last segment, the last 5
the
minutes.
last two segments. No,
Oh, the
I'll
last-
give you the
Oh, we get the last two segments.
yeah. I'll give
Hey.
you.
Maybe we can get Pete in here and talk a little Dallas
so
Cowboy.
I'll give it to you.
Honestly, if he's down,
I mean,
I'll
he's
give
here.
Him I'll give him the floor.
right?
But we're gonna focus on fitness after this. But then I promise we'll come back to it and we can talk.
Are
about
we
it.
the fitness fanatics or the sports fanatics?
Well, we're both. I know, but so we got to even it out. What's this half? The first half we're talking about football, an hour of fitness, and then a second half talking about.
Ooh, that sounds like a good new show format.
No,
the
no.
first segment, we recap the Huskers, and
It's
then
only because we don't have a guest today,
then the
but we
last
do have
segment-
important stuff to talk about. Also,
What?
Before anybody leaves, because they're like, oh, they're not going to talk about football anymore. What we really want to talk about, the reason why we want to talk about fitness,
Oh,
is
yes.
because it is more important than ever that we are in tip-top shape.
That's
Because
right.
how sad would it be if you had some tragic health issue and you missed out on all the great, exciting Husker sports that are going on?
That's right. Now, if
That is
guys,
This is the moment we've been
That's
waiting
right.
for. We got to be in tip-top
if you're
healthy shape.
if you're listening,
Got to bounce out those beers.
we have talked about some of your reasons should be do it. I know most of us won't do it for ourselves, right? That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Do it for your kids, do it for your spouse, but now get in shape for the Huskers.
So you can just be in prime, shape watching the
Tip top
team.
shape. You need your heart right. You just need, because we're like, when we lose all the time, it's no stress. You're just used to it. Now it's like, I mean, how stressed was I last night? It was just, I think I stood more last night in the game than ever. And we were like, man, we were high-fiving everybody. I was even going down the aisle, high-fiving people in a different section. Like, it was just, and I need to be in good shape to do that.
I was
Mhm.
sober and I hugged the guy.
Ben got a couple
stranger.
hugs
Ben-
from people.
Yeah, it's just like
A couple Colorado fans.
Couple
at the end.
Colorado
There was
fans
some-
gave
there was some
Ben a
yeah.
hug.
I will say there's some Colorado fans. I was kind of pleasantly surprised.
We
I haven't heard
didn't see-
anybody else's reactions, but I didn't see anything.
We didn't
going
see
on.
any negative.
Well,
anything.
apparently on the walk to the stadium, I was very friendly with
He was.
all the Buffalo fans. I was telling them, good luck, have a good game.
Allegedly.
Nicole has a picture of me with a Colorado fan that I do not remember
you guys
taking.
were chatting it up. He was an older fan, and you guys were talking about the olden days.
Better times when we
Yep.
were in the Big
The
12.
Big 12 days, the rivalry.
Like, I don't remember any of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You know what blew my mind?
Chatting it
Yesterday at the ticket, we had a Colorado fan, and I was talking to him, and he said, I think that Dylan Rail will have a better career by the end of it than Shedeur Sanders.
Hmm.
I was like, okay.
Right? Yeah.
I was like, I don't know where I'm on with that take, but I was very surprised by the Colorado fans. I wasn't overly obnoxious like
Well,
a lot of people were.
We didn't see anything.
Now there's obviously some bad eggs
and you
everywhere.
see the obnoxious fans we see are on what, Twitter?
Yeah.
Right. Those
Yeah,
people.
that's a good point.
Those people they don't go to games, but like most
They're
of
the
the
squeaky
people
wheels.
we interacted with, even leading up to it, like apparently
Everybody.
some Colorado fan took a selfie with me. I don't remember that. That's what Ben told me this morning.
I remember
He
that.
probably doesn't remember either.
Yeah.
So
Ben
yeah,
remembers, thankfully.
Ben remembers everything. Like I said, I don't remember giving you your ticket. Like they were we still have the old tickets, right? They're not on my phone. And Ben said, yeah, you dropped your ticket. Like, I don't remember any of that stuff. It's weird. I don't remember
Make
anything
good choices.
going into the stadium. But once we got in there, like, I remember everything. It's just very strange. But apparently I was a little wobbly, Ben said.
You fell into
somebody. It was,
I think
I was
you were
excited.
fine. When we were walking to the stadium, it's not like I was like, oh, he's not going to remember this. So I'm surprised that you didn't
And then
remember.
one thing that her and Sean Erickson, we went over to their tailgate. They're doing the Go Big Red.
Oh, we got so many Go Big Red chants going.
I don't remember any of that.
Those were incredible.
I just,
It's just
You
so
have to.
bizarre.
it was so much fun.
We were going under the viaduct.
I
That is
do
like
not
prime.
I don't remember that.
Everyone's condensing into one thing. Like you can really get that going.
I
down
just
there.
do not. It was that final that I had that just kind of
It was
Did me in.
final. All right, let's go to break, and then we're going to talk about fitness.
it's just better times. It's just it's just incredible. I
Stop
can't believe it.
smiling.
All right,
I'm just kidding.
we'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics. We're going to talk about fitness, barrels,
Yep.
and healthy habits coming up. Stay right with us.
Diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line. Here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about trading up. Not what you're thinking. You could never trade her in, but you can trade up her stone if you like. Signify the growth of your love, the challenges you have overcome, or any part of your love journey by trading up her diamond. Whether it's been 5 years, 25 years, or 50, say it with a bling. Big love, big bling. We got you. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Ready to hit the road in style? Liberty First Credit Union is revving up your ride with unbeatable auto loan specials. Cruise away with rates as low as 4.79% APR for 48 months on a 2020 or newer vehicle. Need a longer term? No worries. They've got you covered with 4.89 APR for 60 months and 4.99 APR for 72 months. Hurry, these rates are cruising fast, so don't get left in the dust. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Credit factors apply. Rates, terms, and conditions subject to change.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. We're just having a fun morning here on the show. It's just, this is a far cry from 2 years ago when we lost to Northwestern and the ticket was closed the next day because somebody didn't come in to open the studios.
Can you blame me?
No, I can't. That's how depressed everybody
And
was.
look at
I also
how-
just totally forgot you guys were starting.
And we can just say, look how much you've matured now. Maybe that
Yeah, I'm a grown
Saturday
man.
you had
We
a little
weren't
too
starting.
much to drink and you couldn't get up.
You were starting.
What's that?
Yeah.
We had already had the show going for like 6 months.
He forgot that we were.
yeah.
though.
No, I
Yeah.
was starting at.
Oh,
yeah.
you were.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It
No,
was
it's
his
okay.
first day as a producer for us.
I was nervous.
I like to
We can
say
stop
we lost and that was it, the end of it. No, everybody was just depressed.
It did save
a good story.
us from having to have some sad conversations.
Yes, yes. All right,
For
so
sure.
we're going to talk some fitness here with you guys. Just a quick shout out, to our business. So we own 2 gyms here in Lincoln. If you're just tuning in, listening to us for the first time, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. We kind of specialize in doing 10-week challenges, which our fall challenge starts in 1 week. September 14th is the orientation. What comes with that is we do before and after photos. We do body composition, nutrition coaching. We do measurements. We give away $1,000 to the best transformation. This 10-week challenge is good because it runs from September 14th until the 22nd of November. So we have our 10-week party Friday night, and then we have the Badgers in town on Saturday. So another amazing weekend coming up.
It really is.
We definitely schedule our orientations and our final parties
Oh,
based on
absolutely.
what's happening.
Yeah. If Nebraska was playing at 11 against Northern Iowa, we'd be doing our orientation Friday.
Right.
That's just how we roll here. I don't know if
I
any
appreciate
other.
that.
I don't know if
People
any
move
other.
weddings around Husker game days. I think
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where you.
Well, you just know that people are not going to choose to come to orientation when they could be
Well,
tailgating and go to
I
the
wouldn't.
game.
I wouldn't be at the orientation.
That's true.
So if I'm not going to be there, nobody else would be there either.
Yeah.
So that's starting this fall. Also marks our 15th year anniversary of Farrell's being in Lincoln, Nebraska. Over those 15 years, I believe we've had over 4,000 members come through and have done the 10-week challenge. So it's just been an awesome program. If you've never done it, we'd love for you to be a part of it. A couple ways you can get take care of that is you can go to the ticketfm.com's website. We do have a banner up there where you can click to enroll. We are doing 50% off of this challenge to celebrate the 15-year anniversary. So it's just a couple $100. You can even break that up into 4 payments of $56. So that's just literally like one eating out meal. That's it.
Half. Less than half of how much we had to spend on parking yesterday.
Yes, we spent $35 parking. Last week it was $25. So say
I'll be honest, 35 not bad.
It's not bad.
For how
It's fine.
packed it was. I will say what blew my mind. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Fitness.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can only
Cell service was insane yesterday.
Yeah, it
I
was
could not
terrible.
text or get a hold of anybody. The amount of phones and people trying to call, everything was just fried. It was so hard to do.
It was funny. We were at a tailgate at the Graduate, and so Ben had pulled up we have YouTube. We switched to YouTube TV,
Mm-hmm.
which is
it's fantastic.
It's awesome.
I think it's the way to go
from
for
football
sports.
Oh,
perspective.
absolutely. So he was trying to pull the Iowa State game up on his phone, and when the game's on, it's just.
Buffer.
But then the commercials came.
Oh,
precision.
Well, that's yes.
Not a
Because
glitch.
they're not live streaming the
Not a
commercials.
glitch. It's just like every commercial just perfect. You just it's like HD quality, just beautiful. Then the game comes.
You know where the priorities are.
It's like slow motion playing Tech Mobile on.
Well, they got to show you the ads
bad
so they
internet.
can pay for better streaming.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
for your game.
Anyway.
So yeah, the cell phone was pretty bad.
That was bad. But anyway, back to we were talking about how it was.
Oh yes,
I did.
Yeah, so
it's okay.
$224 for the 10-week challenge. That comes with your own pair of boxing gloves and wraps. Farrell's is really designed for anybody of all ages, fitness levels, whatever you're looking to do, we can help. We're going to get into kind of our philosophy behind our program. So
We'll talk about it at the top of the hour too, if you want. But if
No,
anybody
sure.
has any questions
yeah, if you have any questions, I know when we talk sports, we get texts. So we know people are listening out there. So if you have a question about anything health, wellness related, that's what we're here for, to help answer, or any questions about Farrell's in general. So we'd love to have you join. We have a lot of ticket listeners. In fact, I had a guy yesterday, I don't know if he's listening to the show, but I had a guy yesterday that had filled out a lead form, went to our website, wanted more information. So I texted him and he was like, I always ask how they heard about us. And he's like, I hear your commercial every day on the ticket. He's like, why are you working right now? You should be watching football. He's like, we do business on Monday with a couple of beers.
Yeah.
So I should have texted him last night at about 11 p.m. just with the enrollment link. I'd be like, let's do it. Maybe he wouldn't remember. He just signs up and like, oh, I'm in now. But I'll reach back out to him probably.
Yeah.
probably
So when
tomorrow.
you do go to the website, if you go to our website and you fill out that information link, it goes right to Jeff. So he'll be the one getting back to you too. So you can always reach out that way.
Yep. So
and then I was going
go
to say
ahead.
one more thing too. One thing that I really like about this fall session, because you were talking about how it starts next week and it ends in mid-November.
Yeah, before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
so
before
the week
Thanksgiving.
before Thanksgiving.
And this is the one that I really like. This is an earlier fall session than we've normally done. Normally it's pushed out and we don't get done until like the first week in December, which is fine, but it's tough because then you have Halloween, you have Thanksgiving, you have everything leading up to
Christmas parties.
Right. That is kind of a tough time. It is. But what I really like about the fact that we're moving it up this time is, and I know we've been this way too, it's those, you're going to be around family more family gatherings, family pictures. And that's one of the things that we tend to kind of shy away from that camera when we're not feeling the best about ourselves. And so I see that all the time on, people's profiles, and it's always pictures of their kids and stuff, and it's never pictures of them. And you know that's, most of the time that's just because people don't like pictures of themselves. And that doesn't always mean you need to lose weight or do ferals, but you'll get that confidence boost right before you have to do these family things.
Yep.
So even if you don't have a huge transformation, even if you don't lose, 50 pounds, just feeling better about yourself, it kind of bleeds over into that stuff. So this is why this is a good one. The kids are all back in school. Hopefully everyone's settled into their new fall routines, and now people can focus a little bit more on themselves leading into, and then you can be ahead of the curve leading into the new year, and you're not going to be that person starting over every January.
I mean, we're going to be going to, Miami or Pasadena or someplace nice and warm for a bowl game. Like, don't we want to look good and feel good when we go to the beach?
That's a good point.
When we go to the Orange Bowl or wherever we're going. I mean, so we got people will join ferals for, they're getting married, right? So they want to feel good, look good for their wedding.
Look good, yeah.
We're going on a cruise. We're going to Mexico. Sometimes that's why people join. Well, now you got to plan for a bowl game. Somewhere sunny.
I mean, it's not wrong. And that's
right.
Find your why. Strong reasons, weaken excuses.
That's right.
As AD says.
Yes. And if our reasons
there's nothing wrong with that being your reason.
If our reasons can't be our kids or our spouse or our grandkids, then it can be Husker football.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'll tell you,
doesn't matter what it is. You just
making the hike up those stairs. Like I'm glad I'm in good shape because I can walk up to row 80 and not be winded. And
I know we walked so much yesterday. I had like 22,000 steps by the end of the day.
Yeah, I cherish that.
Great.
I know my calves and shins are sore, because I was wearing sandals, so I was a little sore. That wasn't the best footwear choice, but it was fine.
I always think about that. Like if you're, fully able, you don't have like any disabilities, like you got to take care of that.
Yes,
that's a blessing.
We've talked about that so many times. That's last
the
winter.
waste that feels bad.
Yeah, last winter when we went over that book that we talked about, and just talking about how, and we've talked about it. We've touched on it a couple times here about how fitness, our philosophy too about fitness isn't always to be like the strongest person in the gym or try to find that 1, 2, 3 rep max in your lifts. That's great. Those goals are great. But in reality, especially as we get older and as we get older, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you're training to be an old person. Like that's really what we should be focusing on. Like we're training for old age. We're training for that because the more we can do the simple things, walking.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this in our long segment too, just like the importance of being healthy and then that translating into maybe your goal of weight loss. But if you're focused on that health first, the amount of things that you can have that correlate to being healthy, that is then weight loss is a byproduct of versus focusing on just losing weight and then not being healthy. And that we're going to talk about some of that stuff. But yeah, being able to walk to, how many tailgates did we go to?
3.
Yeah, 3 tailgates. So we did a lot of walking yesterday and
beautiful day for it.
Oh, my heart was so happy. As much as you guys are happy about football, oh my gosh, that weather.
Fall too.
Yeah.
Halloween. I just love this time of year.
The
sweatshirt weather
was so nice. Although it's supposed to be warm again for the next couple days. So
that's all right.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt today just because I have a couple little time left before it gets warm again. But
it's chilly this morning.
Yeah.
Walking out to the car. It's officially here. We're going to get to the point. One of these mornings, I'm going to wake up. There's going to be that frost on the grass. Dogs will officially be dead.
That's good.
You like that about winter too.
All right.
What?
Oh,
I thought you were going to say something.
No, I want to bring up our topic that we're going to get into.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about 2 different ways. Why don't you
like
introduce
the common?
It? I was about ready to butcher that.
The difference between a lot of times when people are like, okay, I want to lose weight. We talk about losing weight to get healthy, but that sometimes can set up some problematic habits and stuff. If your only goal is to lose weight and you're like, okay, I'm going to lose weight and then I'll be healthy. Well, in reality, the long-term sustainable way to do it is to get healthy, focus on your health to lose weight. So it's kind of that flip-flop. I know if you have like ADHD, kind of like I do, you're like, that sounded like the same thing. I think even this morning when I was explaining it to you, you're like, what are we going to talk about? And I said, I want to talk about the difference between losing weight to get healthy versus getting healthy to lose weight. And it's like, just hear the like question marks above your head, but those are two different things. We're flip-flopping.
Yeah, but no, as we talked about it,
I know, that's what I mean.
It does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So we're more like, our program at Farrell's is more focused on getting healthy to lose weight.
Right.
So we'll go ahead and we take a break, and then we'll be right back, and we'll start in on these two things. We'll start with losing weight to get healthy. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
A fall aeration by Judson Irrigation will help maintain your lawn by maximizing the effectiveness of your watering and fertilization. Judson will flag the locations of your sprinkler heads, followed by a deep core aeration to give your lawn the breath of fresh air it needs. Schedule your aeration today. Your lawn will love you for it.
Let us aerate today to ensure a healthy head start for your lawn next spring. Go to judsonirrigation.com or call Judson Bylene 402-420-6277.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. With tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade, you can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Finger, one love. Order online or on our app.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Mindel Footwear is your solution against sore feet, blisters, and poor footing. Don't just take our word for it. Take it from Sip, who said he's never had a pair of boots more comfortable. You won't find Mindel Footwear in any store, sold exclusively at MindelUSA.com right out of Sidney, Nebraska. They're so confident you will enjoy the comfort their boots offer. If they don't work out for you, they'll cover the shipping to return them. Use code THETICKET for free shipping because your feet deserve a treat too. Mindel boots, just try them on.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back, Fitness Fanatics. So the first topic we're going to discuss here over the next 10 minutes or so is the strategy of losing weight to get healthy.
Thinking that is if I lose weight, I just want to lose weight and then I'll be healthy is kind of that mindset. And that's what most everybody does. We've all done it.
Well, we've all yes. Every single person has done some crash stuff to lose a few pounds here, 10 pounds there to get
right.
And then to fit into your pants or to fit into a dress or to
if I could just lose 10, 15, 20, 25 pounds, then I'd be healthy
or happy.
Yeah. Well,
you could kind of put them both together.
Yeah.
Or just have some muscle.
Right. Yeah.
That was me for a while.
Yeah.
Like when I feel like we always focus on the big people, but like some people just feel weak and scrawny.
Yeah.
Like people get from their head.
We talk about that too, because we've talked about with Farrell's, we do give away $1,000, the biggest transformation each session, and it's not always the biggest weight loss. And so there are times where the person who has the biggest transformation maybe gained weight because they gained muscle, and there's a point where it's just as hard to go from 15% body fat to 12% body fat as it is for someone to go from 300 pounds to 275 pounds. If you have a lot of weight to lose versus losing body fat, it can be equally as hard. So yeah, sometimes that is definitely the case. Yes.
Yep. And we have different macros and different nutrition plans for whatever you're looking to accomplish.
Yeah.
That's what I like about when you guys give out this list, especially if you're somebody who's trying to gain muscle. You're like,
yeah,
you realize because you're probably under eating. You realize, man, you need to eat way more.
I know that's usually our, and that's a great tie-in to the mindset of losing weight to get healthy, because when you have that mindset, you're focusing on weight loss as the main goal. And that can be what leads to yo-yo dieting, leads to crash diets.
Yep. Calorie restriction,
exercising too much.
And I just went through this.
The Fit Challenge?
Yes.
And now you're off the rails?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do it the right way. And see, what I think is so cool about us as gym owners is we are just like every other person out there.
Yes.
Relatable.
We struggle with food and that type of thing.
But that's true, because we just finished a Fit Challenge. You did really well on it. You lost weight.
But you know what? I lost weight, but I gained body fat.
Yeah, you did. Which means you lost muscle.
Yes.
Some of that weight loss was muscle.
Yes. So that's where it was like
your body fat percentage went up. You didn't gain body weight.
My body fat percentage went up.
Yeah, you lost muscle and body fat.
Yeah, I lost like 16 pounds and gained my body percentage went up. Yeah. And I know exactly why.
because you were restricting
'Cause
your
I wa-
calories.
Yep.
But
And
the
I-
difference is you're not like,
And
oh, well, I
over-exercising.
tried.
Yeah.
They're going to keep going.
I had a
Right.
week left, and I was working out 3 times a day, and it wasn't sustainable.
You were
So,
over-exercising and under-eating.
yep. So that's
Well, and
yeah.
that's the other thing too, when you're losing weight and your focus isn't on getting healthy. And we haven't talked about this on the show. I'm only going to touch on it very briefly, but you lost your brother a couple weeks ago. He died tragically in a car accident. And it was right after this challenge ended. And so, yeah, you had lost all that weight, but then now you're dealing with grief, you're dealing with emotional eating. Those
Yeah.
things are always going to happen. Those things are always going to be there. So, in hindsight, if you hadn't lost that 16 pounds and then you're going through, like, you've definitely been a little bit of an emotional eater in the last couple weeks, which is okay. You're allowed to do that. That's how I'd rather have you be an emotional eater than an emotional drinker or, you know,
No, that's true.
right. So we'll let you have that. But what if you hadn't lost that 16 pounds and then this happened? So that's why I just wanted to bring that up, because this is real life. This is what we do. We have the same struggles as everybody else. But so you lost weight thinking, look, okay, I'm going to be healthy as I lose weight, but you didn't do anything sustainable that like you've been able
No.
to keep it up.
And I knew exactly. It was kind of nice because when we had some of our members that did their body composition and lost some weight, but their body fat went up. I'm like, well, I know exactly what you're doing because I did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So did have
Right.
a message. Well, a couple texts here. One from Ben Garver, who just
Oh, yeah.
finished. He was listening to our show, did a 12-mile run
Awesome.
today. He was at the
Ooh.
game last night, got up, got it done. That's no excuses.
Yeah.
And he got it done. And then Crowbait said, sorry about your brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, he died 2 weeks ago yesterday. Just tragic car accident in Colorado. So it's been tough. You know, he really wanted to go to this Colorado game.
He did.
And he was very upset with me because I was taking
He
Ben.
wasn't really
No,
upset.
he'd say, oh, the boy, he gets to go to all the good games.
Yeah.
And what do I get to go to, right? Northern Iowa. Ones he doesn't want to go to.
Yeah. But he also did say, one of your last texts from him was, anytime I get to hang out with my little brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
So no, it's tough. But I just to kind of to a shout out to, you know, kind of, and this really wasn't where I was intending.
I
on
know
going.
I didn't want to bring
No,
down,
it's
but
okay.
it's topical because this happened.
2 things. One, the power of Nebraska bringing people together,
Mhm.
because my brother lived in Colorado for the last 35 years. I didn't see him that much. Well, about 30 years. Didn't see him a whole lot. There were stretches where I went 10 years without seeing him, but we always talked sports. We always texted about sports.
Mhm.
So no matter where he was in his life or where I was in my life, one thing that brought us together, no matter what was going on, was Husker football.
Yep.
And my last conversation with him was a week before he passed away. And guess what we were talking about? Dylan Raiola, Nebraska. I mean, he was so excited to watch Raiola and you know, so obviously that's a bummer that he didn't ever get to see him play. But and then 2, tied into our gym family. So
Yeah.
you know, when you join Farrell's, you're not just joining a gym, you're joining a support group, a family. One of our instructors, Barb, kind of led a fundraiser for us, like a memorial fund, and the gym family donated $1,300
Mhm.
and then gave it to us, which is, I mean, words can't describe how much we appreciate them and what they did. That's because we have to go out to Colorado for 4 days to go to the service, and then 2, talking about being in shape. Like, so my brother really wanted his ashes to be spread over one of his favorite mountains in Breckenridge.
Huge hiker.
So there's going to be some family that cannot make that hike.
Yeah.
We can make the hike. So as Mark Onweiler always says, his reasons now is he wants to be ready for anything that comes. Stay ready. Yes. So we're ready. Like, we can make that hike. And we're in good enough shape to do it. No matter how high we have to go, we can do it. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, all right. So anything else we want to touch on losing weight to get healthy?
No, I mean, I think we don't need, we purposely made this the shortest segment because anybody who's ever tried to lose weight is very familiar with this.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to talk about this
Okay.
very much because everybody knows, like, the potential issues about, unhealthy habits. So we talked about restricting too much, over exercising, which could lead to injuries. And then it's just, it's not sustainable. And then you are also emphasizing the scale, which can be such a mental struggle for people. So it's impacting your mental health. It's impacting your self-image. You're tying your self-image to a number on a scale that can be so, what did you call it? Subjectional.
Subjectional. Subjective.
It can be so subjective.
I don't know where I came up with
I
that.
need to get the Jeff
The
dictionary.
new
sometime.
word. That weight is so
It's at
subjectional.
It's at Waukee, Iowa education.
I'm gonna keep using
Waukee
that now.
High School.
The number on the scale is 100% subjective. You could just drink, you could drink a liter of water and step on the scale and weigh more. You can go to the bathroom, step on the scale and weigh less. And so that is where, if you're just focusing on losing weight, you're definitely setting yourself up for some of those mental health barriers in the long term. So that's kind of why we wanted to keep it to this short segment. The next segment, we're going to talk about the difference between focusing on getting healthy and having weight loss be a byproduct of that, if that's what you need, if that's what your goal is, or what you maybe need to do from a health perspective. And that's the trickier part. And that's the part I think most people need help with.
Yep. Because we have quick fixes, which we've all done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sit up here and
sometimes
say,
that's okay. Like you said, if it's your wedding and you want to get, to a certain size dress or tux or whatever, that's okay. As long as you're approaching it with the mindset of, like, this is a short-term goal and it might not be sustainable. You're not putting all your eggs in the basket. Like, okay, this is the last time I can try to lose weight. And if I don't, I'm a failure. There's a difference. It's okay. But that's not what most of the time what we do.
No.
It's okay. This time it's going to stick this time.
We try that all the time.
Right.
Once a month.
This time.
First of the month.
Starting tomorrow.
First of the year.
Yeah.
Starting Monday.
Yep.
All right. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Top of hour 2 coming up here on 93.7 The Ticket. The Fitness Fanatics.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through September 10th is spend $50, get 2 sirloins free, limit of 4. Also, 15% off chocolate. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Fall is the perfect time to work on outdoor projects. Whether you plan to install a fence or add shrubs to your landscape, don't risk an injury by hitting a buried power line. Always call 811 before you dig.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas. Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Early break, and then a week after retirement, he was flipping burgers in a what would you call that truck? A
food truck.
Food truck.
What kind of truck would that be with food in it?
Words are hard.
What is that? There's a truck. They show up. They show up at noon, and then they drive in, and it's a food. Oh, I can't put it together. I can't get this food truck.
Food truck.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome back. Hour number 2. And as always, hour number 2 is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. So big shout out to Sean, one of our instructors and members over at Yankee Ridge, and also a key contributor to me having what I found out is called a brownout, according to Naya.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a blackout. It's a brownout.
I'm only 25 and I didn't know that either.
Well,
am I an old head?
Makes
At what
sense.
point do you become an old head?
I think you are.
You'll probably remember this is the first time. You're just like,
I've crossed the
ooh.
threshold.
Yep. Mine was when I was getting my hair cut once and I realized the person cutting my hair was younger than me. That's when I felt old officially.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna chart that one
And
down.
not by a lot, but I was just, we were talking or something happened and I was like, you are younger than me and you're cutting my hair. And I feel old. I was probably in my mid to late 20s.
Jeff, when did you figure out you're an old head? I'm just gonna make 3 items and I'll check it off and I'll finally.
I don't even really know. Well, usually when we have people start ferals that they're entering their age on the in-body scale, and their age is younger than how long we've been married.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
I'm 23. Okay. Been married for 4 years by the time you were born. That's when I feel old.
That's so true.
So
that's true.
That's a
that
tough
one's
one.
a little further down the road.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think the haircut's a good. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, that's
when that happens, it's official.
I know it is. But also shout out to Sean because he did comment earlier that thinks that he lost his voice on the way to the stadium. That was with me singing charging Go Big Red.
I'm glad I don't remember that because you know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but that's the appropriate time to do it. Like I said, it was a big crowd.
No, I do. I just don't want to be the instigator.
I know, but it hit every time. It's not like it was crickets. It's I mean, we got the call back every time.
But
And
then
that's
I
how
could
you know that the
but then I
crowd
could
can
see
handle it.
Sean doing that.
What?
She's screaming, "Go pick!"
Oh, I got him going. I was the one counting it down. I was
Oh,
instigating
I
her.
will say sometimes like you can see people are sick of it, but they just feel like they have to.
Yeah.
I don't see that on game day.
They'll say it back.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it depends where you're at. Certain spots, if it's like
That's
nonstop
right.
for the past 2 hours and say you're tailgating right next to that spot, you're
No,
like,
you're right. Yeah.
all right, let's
This was the perfect
Self-random,
time. You're walking in, all the crowd
that's
just, you know,
perfect. When
right.
you're on the way in.
Yes,
that's
where
perfect.
the stadium was in view. It was
Mhm.
right there. I would never be that person just walking through a crowded tailgate and just say it. I would never do that. When people are
Well, that's
trying to
good.
have conversations and do
That
things that,
part.
right. Yes.
And
I
it's
would,
fine. But
it's
they're just like doing laps, and it's like,
yes.
okay, I can still hear you when you're on that side of the parking lot and this side.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's kind of like that, you know, clinking of the glasses at a wedding where you're just like, all right.
Mhm.
We don't
know?
need to see
It's
you
fun,
kiss 100
fun.
times.
Right.
And then it's too much.
Yeah. Cute for the first couple times.
All
But
right.
anyway.
Well, let's
so-
get into our next topic,
Yes.
which is this is kind of our mindset at
Mhm.
Farrell's and has to do with our meal planning and everything is getting healthy to lose weight. So the mindset, we want to focus on adopting healthy habits to improve overall wellness with weight loss as a potential byproduct.
Yes.
So that's what we want to focus on. It's kind of like football, right? You practice, you lift weights, and winning games is the byproduct.
Right. You don't just like roll off the couch and go in and try to win a football game.
Right. Because if we would have done that, we would have lost yesterday.
Yeah. I know.
Yes.
So there's a lot of time and effort put into practicing. And that's kind of what focusing on your health first and having, like you said, that be that byproduct of losing weight. And also, it's totally fine to want to focus on health and getting healthy and not have weight loss as a goal, which is also something that is so contrary to the culture around fitness and dieting, where it's like, you know, you have to be the smallest version of yourself and stuff like that. But I really want to focus on being the healthiest version of
The
myself.
strongest version.
The strongest and healthiest, the healthiest physically and mentally. And
Mhm.
sometimes, like we've said, with like you're going through grieving right now, well, you're not stepping on the scale every day because you know that mentally that's going to be devastating to you because you haven't been eating the
I
greatest.
get on there every once in a while.
Quick
This
reminder.
is
Yeah.
this is what I say to people, especially our fit members, when we do a fit challenge. They haven't weighed themselves for a while. If you've ever seen the movie, okay, this is going to be depressing, but surely, Harrison, you've seen the movie Liar Liar with Jim Carrey.
Yes, I have.
Okay, I
That
was
could have been
like,
another moment
you
where you write
had
off
to- I
how
know.
old you are. That's number 3.
I was just kind of digging a hole for myself,
Okay.
but
Good
yeah,
movie.
where
Yes,
he's
I've seen
the
it.
lawyer, and there's the scene where he is he's trying to lie to himself about the color of his pen. Remember, and he's writing like it's red, but it's a blue pen, whatever. And then he he's writing it all over his face. That he's like, why is this happening to me? This is us when we do nothing to expect to see a change on the scale. And then we step on the scale and we're just devastated that what we haven't been doing hasn't been doing anything. So why is this happening to me? And Jim Carrey's line is, I'm getting what I deserve. I'm reaping what I sow.
Yes.
So when I step on the scale, because I know it's going to be bad and I'm hoping that that's going to motivate me to like do something different, I will have that literally mantra in my head. I'm getting what I deserve. I'm reaping what I sow. And that's the fact. That's the truth. And that's why focusing just on weight loss can be such a mental
Yeah.
game. But focusing on getting healthy first, then you may find that as you're getting, and the way that looks different is focusing on the quality of your food, focusing on your sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough recovery time? All those the ways that you can manage your stress better. So that's how you're focusing on getting healthy. And then maybe by the time you get healthy, you feel better. Then you realize maybe that weight loss goal was unrealistic. And you're okay with not hitting that weight loss goal because you feel so much better and you're so much healthier.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
But, and the other thing, I have something else, but it just booped right out of my head.
It's a short-term memory disorder.
I know. There was something really important I wanted to talk about. I'll think about it, but
about old age. I hope so. I don't know. I don't know if you don't work out and you fall. Like,
oh,
you're
that's what I
done
was going to
for.
say. Yeah, no. I was going to talk about, so if you're losing weight and thinking that's going to help you get healthy, really the only thing you have to like measure your success is the scale. And then if you're focusing on that and you're doing it in really unhealthy ways, there are health markers that you may be that are going down that you're not noticing, like poor quality of sleep. If you're not eating enough, it's really hard to get good sleep. If you're hungry, have you ever tried to go to bed like super hungry? It's hard to go to bed hungry. Like your body doesn't like that. Your sleep quality is bad. You may find that like your joints hurt more. You're not recovering from your workouts as well because you're not fueling your body. You're more injury prone because you're not eating enough.
It can affect your mental health too.
100%.
I thought that was like just made up, but I was
brain
reading into
fog.
it. Yeah, if you're malnourished, like it will affect the way you feel.
Yes.
Like in a very negative way.
Yeah, brain fog. You'll be tired all the time. There is definitely studies about how the way that your body will, you're just generally your body will down regulate your activity when you're not eating enough because our bodies are constantly striving for equilibrium. So even if you're continuing to eat less and less and less, and you're still doing 30, 45, 60-minute workouts every day, that is putting such a tax on your body that your body will naturally start to downregulate what's called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, the amount of calories you burn. Like Harrison, right now you're burning calories by just like moving this chair around.
Okay.
Right. Like it's called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. If you went home last night and did not have your healthy meal that you made, your body would not be using energy for this. It wouldn't be doing this. You'd be sitting, you'd be conserving your energy without even thinking about it.
Yeah, that's a crazy point mentally. How that
right.
That
It
you just gotta
downregulates
decide what you do a little bit.
Yeah. And you don't even know what's happening. It downregulates your activity. And so that's a huge one if you're just focusing on weight loss. You can have like brittle bones, be more susceptible, especially as we get older, more what's the word? Susceptible. Yeah. To breaking bones. And then hair, you can start losing hair. That's a big one, especially for women. If we're not eating enough, your hair starts getting thinner, your skin starts to look a little dull, and your eyes are, you just kind of get that. Right. So that's what happens when you're just focusing on losing weight. But if you're focusing on getting healthy, everything the exact opposite is true. You're sleeping better. You have more energy to do other things during the day. That non-activity exercise thermogenesis, that where it might be where like it's not that big of a deal to have to park a little further away and have to walk. You're gonna do that.
You're not
and be
driving
fine.
around, look for the closest spot to the front of Hy-Vee.
Oh, that's my biggest beef with this new Bear Stadium. I think I've talked to you guys about it. Everybody's losing their minds. We're gonna
I know.
walk.
But
walk.
right.
It's
I
nice.
know.
It's
Yes.
downtown area. All right.
But that's so huge
down there.
because if you are only focusing on losing weight and the things that you can't do when that's your goal, to me, it's like, I know for a fact, and this goes into what you were talking about the last segment, Jeff, but like if I needed for some reason, like for actual survival, if I needed to walk 5 miles right now, I am confident that I could do that.
Yep.
And that's just from getting from point A to point B, not necessarily running, not trying to get there as fast as you can. But if I needed, for some reason, something happened and I had to walk 5 miles, and I've talked about this before too, because, 10 years ago, I had a surgery and there was a complication from that surgery. It was not a huge complication. I was in the hospital longer than I should have needed to be or was planning on being. And this was 10 years ago. And my parents then had really bad health that they couldn't even walk from the parking lot to get to the room that I was in to come see me in the hospital because they were both have really bad. My mom has COPD. My dad had gout, like a lot of health problems. They couldn't even walk from the parking lot up to my room to see me in the hospital.
They didn't want to be pushed in a wheelchair.
Right. Yeah. And
so they could have came to see you.
Yeah. That was a huge eye opener for me because, and it wasn't a huge surgery, but it was a moment where I was like, I do not want there ever to be a time that I physically cannot get to one of my children, even if
Mhm.
they're grown adults.
Right.
And it was fine. I didn't need them to be there. And
I was there, so
right. It was
I
more
can make it.
like I was fine with it. And I didn't expect them to like hurt themselves to get to me. But it was me thinking about it from my perspective as being a mother and not being able to get to my children, or really having to think like, what do I need to do so I can go see them? And they called me and stuff. It was fine. But like from my perspective, if I had to walk 5 miles right now to get to Ben, I could do it.
Mhm.
If I had to walk 5 miles to get to Ben and I had to carry 25 pounds, I could do that.
Yep.
And if there's ever a time that you don't know if you can do that, then that's where focusing on getting healthy is going to be the most important thing.
Yep. So
Right.
let's go some steps on how to do that. So number one would be to prioritize nutrition over diets.
Right. Yes.
Okay. So we want to focus on whole foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, protein. Yes.
Getting
yes.
enough protein in, getting protein with every meal, which is the biggest thing. Anybody who's ever tracked their food, I will always say this, and Harrison, you know this too, like nobody's ever accidentally hitting their protein goal every day.
Yeah,
Like,
that's hard.
yeah, it is
You have
hard.
to eat like way more good proteins. And even then, you
Yes.
still have to eat quite a bit.
Right. And I mean, yeah, you have to, if you're trying to get healthy, if you're trying to lose weight, you can't just eat protein in a hamburger all the time, because
Right.
that comes with the fat and the
Yep.
extra carbs and stuff like
Or
that.
peanut butter.
Right. Yeah.
Or almonds or stuff like that.
Those are healthy foods,
Yes.
but that's not going to be like what you're getting your protein. You still have to make like lean protein choices
Mhm.
balanced with those, higher fat choices. And so, yeah, definitely focusing more on quality of what you're eating and portion control.
Yep.
But that takes time
It does.
to feel it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys probably gone
Yes,
through that. That's where it
it's
takes
work.
fine tuning.
Yes. It's not easy. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would be healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
What's easy is going online and finding a diet that restricts like 90% of what you're eating, so you can only eat 10% of foods. That's easy to do, because if I can only eat 10 things, then that's going to be easy in theory, but you can't do that forever. And so if you can take the time to figure out the balance of proteins and carbs and getting a high variety of fruits and vegetables in your day, get
Mhm.
those micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. That takes a little more time, but our health should be worth it.
Get creative. Make a cottage cheese milkshake.
Again, be healthy. Hey,
Don't
I
do
had one this morning.
I know
He
you
did.
did.
He did.
Hey,
Cottage
it works
cheese,
for
2
you.
packets of applesauce.
Each their own.
You did. And I made eggs.
Yep. I felt good. My body was craving that cottage cheese. Like I had to have it, especially
It
after
probably makes you
yesterday.
feel like way better.
It does
throughout
make
the
me
day.
feel better.
Like,
Yes.
You probably notice if you
Yes.
don't have it.
He does
Yes.
notice if he doesn't. He has it every day.
So you also want to focus on balancing your plate, carbs, proteins, fats. We had a lady that I just did her first body composition yesterday, and we're talking about how our meal plan is 40% of your calories we want from carbohydrates, which
Mhm.
a lot of people are no.
First thing you want to do is cut carbs if you're trying to lose weight.
Which that's fine for some people.
Yeah.
It works for some people. Our good friend of the show, Matt Taylor's lost almost 200 pounds from doing keto.
Right.
And he's kept it off.
Yeah.
So it's a lifestyle. It was a lifestyle decision for him, not a quick fix.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is too, when we do, when we give people those macronutrient breakdowns, that's knowing that they're going to be working out 6 days a week. They're going to be doing 3 days of
Right.
kickboxing, 3 days of strength training with us, with
Right.
barrels. So carbs are really important as you are doing intense workouts. Your
Mhm.
body needs those carbs, but
Yep.
it kind of all goes together.
All right. Moving on to number 2. We're kind of getting a time crunch.
Mhm.
Move your body regularly. Doesn't
Mhm.
mean you have to do 45 minutes of kickboxing, or you don't have to run for 2 hours on a treadmill or outside. Really just find an activity that's enjoyable.
Yes.
Taking your dogs for a while, walking or cycling, going on a bike ride, whatever you like to do, that's what you should be doing.
Yeah. I do think that strength training is something that should be prioritized. Walking and just doing simple body weight exercises. If you're going from nothing, if you're going from sitting on the couch to walking 15 minutes a day and doing, 10, 15 squats and push-ups a couple times during the day, that's going to give you a ton of benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like squats, push-ups, that's going to hit a lot of that stuff. Strength training is important.
And we, in fact, when our members say, okay, what if I can only make it 5 days a week? Like, sorry, the TV in the studio's on, so we're like listening to ourselves after
I'm
we
doing
talk.
a good job staying
Well, I'm right
focused.
next to it. No, but anyway, so if somebody's like, okay, I can only make it 5 days a week, what day do you recommend not doing? We say take out a kickboxing day.
Yeah.
Get your three strength training days in, which we do one upper body day, one lower body day, and then a mixture of both on the weekend. So strength training is really, really important. I mean, you can Google, you can find workout videos on YouTube that doesn't cost you anything to do. So,
body weight workouts.
Right. So if we get, well, I don't have any money to do ferals, that's fine, but you probably have the internet.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So you can just go to YouTube and look up some workout videos that you can do for free. That's a great place to get started. Just putting one foot in front of the other.
Yep, for sure.
And then number 3 would be focus on sleep and recovery.
Yep, which is something we don't do enough.
And that's a tough one. And we actually had a couple shows where we talked all about sleep. And it's hard to make that a priority when you have kids and
football.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I was up till 11 Thursday night watching the Ravens game. I was so tired. I'd get up at 3 a.m. I was so tired, but we have the luxury of taking a nap. So I took like a 4-hour nap on Friday. So we have that luxury. Not everybody does.
Yeah, half sleep, not really much of a nap, but
it was amazing.
Yeah.
4 hours.
It was amazing.
It wasn't quite 4 hours.
And then,
we were up a little earlier.
Then Friday, we just couldn't stay up to watch the whole game.
I didn't stay up for either. I went to bed at halftime of both games, Chiefs, Ravens, and Packers. Eagles.
I know. I did stay. I stayed up. If it was anybody else, I would have, or any other team, I just would have went to bed. Well, I'd stay up for the Bears. Like next Sunday night, the Bears play the Texans. I'll stay up and watch it. But again, I have the luxury of taking a nap. But I know a lot of our members, when I see them in the morning, did you stay up and watch the whole Chiefs game? No, they just can't stay up, and neither can I really.
Yeah, you have to know. It's hard to accidentally get enough sleep too.
Yep.
We've talked about this, how there's like TikToks or memes about, oh, I really need to go get 8 hours of sleep. And then you're like, well, have you tried going to sleep 8 hours before you need to get up? And you're just like, oh, I can't do that.
And I know sometimes it's tough.
It is.
Kids have stuff going on and you work all day and you want to stay up, especially like in the summer when kids are up later. Now, when kids are going to bed earlier, for us, our kids would always go to bed after we did because we always needed to go to bed early, and we're just like, good night.
Well, and the other thing too is that even if you can't get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, you can only get 5 or 6 hours of sleep. That's where prioritizing eating well, moving your body, stuff like that, your quality of sleep is going to be so much better if you're fueling your body and moving your body versus if you're eating fast food for every meal and you get maybe 2,500 steps a day.
Yeah.
Your quality of sleep is not going to be where it would be if you were being active and eating well.
Right. Can we take a quick break, Harrison?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we will finish up with this here on the next segment. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Kingdom Sports Minute with Ron Brown.
I recently went online to rewatch the 1969 National Championship college football game between Texas and Arkansas. I loved that evangelist Billy Graham gave a mic'd up pregame prayer with a capacity crowd in America participated together to do as it says in James 3:9a, bless our Lord and Father. But I languished over James 3:9b, which says, with the same mouth we curse people made in God's image. As America blessed God that day, we were also cursing Black Americans who were prohibited from playing or coaching at either of those schools because of their race. Today, we also see whites stereotyped as evil because of their race. James 3:10 reminds us that from our mouths we bless God and curse men created in God's image. Christians, this should not be so.
Visit kingdomsports.online.
Rick Heyman from Sauter Heyman Jewelers here. Shop the Wedding Band Expo September 12th through the 14th at Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Choose a wedding band that will stand the test of time or an anniversary band to celebrate time spent together. Only at the Wedding Band Expo. You'll save 20% off all wedding and anniversary bands. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Wedding Band Expo, September 12th through the 14th. All 3 locations. Find the ring of your dreams at the price you'll love. SauterHeyman.com in Lincoln and Grand Island.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Fall is the perfect time to work on outdoor projects. Whether you plan to install a fence or add shrubs to your landscape, don't risk an injury by hitting a buried power line. Always call 811 before you dig.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
Primary care that understands you. At CHI Health Clinic, our dedicated primary care team takes time to hear you, understand you, and get to know you and your family at every stage of life. We believe in building lasting relationships with our patients. That's why we offer convenient, affordable health care close to home or work. Find out how we treat your whole family like family at chihealth.com/primary care.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back. We got one more segment here. Finish up on our topic today, which was getting healthy to lose weight. So we had talked about prioritizing nutrition over dieting, move your body regularly, focus on sleep and recovery. The next one is kind of manage stress and mental health. So really, I think a mental health part of this is setting realistic goals, right? Not, I'm going to lose 15 pounds in 1 week.
Yeah. And then when you don't, then
you're just
you feel like a failure.
That's right.
But really, it was just your method was flawed.
Right.
To get to that.
We try to tell our members, like, your first goal is to show up to class for 1 day.
And log your food so you can know what you're eating and what you need to improve.
Which is almost harder.
It is so hard.
Right.
It's like laundry or the dishes. You do it 1 day and you're done, and then you wake up and you got to do it again. Like, but that's, that's the way it is. That's what people do. Like athletes who are have specific goals. They don't just go on whims on what they're eating. They had, like, the Huskers yesterday. I know they have a nutritionist. I know that nutritionist had all of their meals dialed in, probably Friday night, Saturday morning, their snacks at halftime.
Kristen, her name. I'm trying to get her to come on our show.
Yeah, I followed.
That'd be really cool
Kristen
because we get a lot of student athletes. The meals they get, like, they do top notch.
I don't
over there.
think that people realize that how much support those student athletes get. I followed a couple creators on TikTok, not UNL, and it is wild. Like, their nutrition is dialed in. It's not on accident. They're not hitting up McDonald's on the way into the stadium.
You don't think Bud Crawford just looks in his fridge and be like, all right, what am I going to get in here? Oh, here's some, let's have these Doritos. I don't have any meals prepared. So like,
it's time consuming, but the more you do it, it gets easier.
It does. Cause you get to know, once you're like reading labels, and you get to know if you eat the same things, like how many calories, how many servings you can have, stuff like that.
You kind of get to know your meals, like your breakfast, your lunches, and your dinners. And then all you really have to do is like
just
mix and match.
Your go-tos.
Yeah. But you don't know that until you start to track it. You got to, it's like, if you have a goal to save money, you make a budget for yourself. That's exactly what food logging is.
Not just, we're going to start saving money.
Yeah. Right.
Well, what are we going to do? How much are we going to save? I don't know. We'll start saving.
Right.
But with no plan.
I know.
Like if you're going to get healthy,
that
and get
would be
in
like,
shape
I
with no
want
plan.
to save $10,000 within the next 6 months. And then 6 months from now, you look at your bank account and you're like, well, that didn't work. But then you didn't do anything. It's the same exact thing.
Unfortunately, we just can't speak it into existence.
Right. But we think we can when it comes to nutrition,
absolutely.
for sure.
Well,
it happens to us. We go to the grocery store with the best intentions. And then, you just.
I really would like to go to the store and buy everything we need for the whole week.
I don't like that, because what if I don't want to eat that on Thursday?
That's why we're opposites.
Right.
I'm a day by day guy.
I am too.
Day by day.
But I've we have the same kind of meals that we eat. So I know I like to make it kind of on the fly a little bit. But anyway.
Another good thing for mental health and managing stress would be stay connected. I cannot
results.
Right. I cannot emphasize enough, one of the great things about our program is you're not starting by yourself. Like, we'll probably have 60 to 70 new people starting the 10-week challenge next weekend. So when you join, you're with everybody that's at your class time is your team, and you have coaches, and even like our fit members and instructors. You want to surround yourself with supportive people, or join a community that shares similar health goals to keep motivation high. So whether you're doing Farrell's, or if you're like, hey, I really want to start walking, find a friend, an accountability person to go walk with.
Or social media groups.
Yes.
There's Facebook groups for
Yes.
any activity that you could possibly want to do. You can find that support on social media.
Yeah, having somebody to hold yourself accountable. Now, there's thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people that can hold themselves accountable. They can go to I call them gym rats. They can go to the gym. They know what they're doing. Like, they don't need somebody to tell them what to do, and they don't need somebody to hold themselves accountable. I am not like that. I've been instructing strength training for 15 years. And if I had to go do a strength training workout on my own, yes, I could do it, but I wouldn't.
Right. No.
I would need
know the mechanics,
Yeah.
you know the exercises, you know the movements.
Yep.
Like, you have all of that knowledge, which
Mhm.
is like more than 70% of the people out there that are literally starting from scratch. But you
Right.
think that you're going to buy a membership and you're magically going to know how to do all this stuff. But yeah, you don't lack the knowledge, you lack the motivation to do it yourself. And that's why you put yourself into group fitness.
Yep. Even if I've taught strength training classes with one person. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Because I'll do it for them. And I'm going to be doing it. Obviously, I'm doing it for myself because I'm teaching. So really, really a supportive group, being around like-minded individuals that cheer for your success, and want you to be healthy. Most of our members at Farrell's just want everybody else to be healthy.
Yeah, we talk about how we are gym owners, not because we think everyone should be walking around with six-pack abs. If that's a goal you have, that's great. That's fine. But that's not we're not going to shame people into six-pack abs, because that won't work. We just want people to be healthy.
Maybe if we had the 6-second abs at our gym, we would all have 6-packs.
Was those like little electroshockers?
It was an
We're supposed to shock your
infomercial.
abs in?
No, it was a little machine where you did crunches and it.
Well, the
was
guy
like-
who looks
It
ridiculously
clicked.
shredded.
Hey,
He's already doing it.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we could have a whole show.
Click, click.
And maybe
Oh,
we'll,
yeah, okay.
maybe we'll,
Wow, the click, click, click.
yeah, maybe we'll do
Registered.
this next week. We could have a whole show on like exercise things that we've bought and like,
Or
yeah.
that have been out there in the past.
Like the
Yes.
shake weight was the classic.
Oh, I
Shake
had
weight.
had it.
We
Oh,
had.
stop.
We didn't. Okay.
Somebody brought it into
It was a
Farrell's.
joke. We
Okay,
didn't.
thank
You
you.
didn't buy a shake
was a-
weight with
it
the
was a joke.
intentions of getting
Yeah.
in
It's the
shape.
shake weight.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how anybody saw that. We're like,
That
this
was
is it.
more for
This is
comedy.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
for comedy purposes.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic.
All right. So you want to stay hydrated. Drink water, water. You can never drink too much water.
That's not true. You
Well, you
can
can.
drink too much water.
I guess you can drink too much
That's
water.
called
You probably go into the
hyponatremia.
hospital.
You can.
So you can drink too much water.
Yeah.
So you
But
wanna-
most people are
Yeah.
Tough to
not.
do. You feel pretty uncomfortable
Yes.
if you start drinking.
and
a lot.
that's another thing where it's people don't just accidentally drink 120 ounces of water
Not-
by
not-
accident.
Not most
Now
people.
we can drink 120 ounces of Busch Light, which I think I did yesterday. Right.
No, you didn't drink that much.
But that's
yeah.
well, I,
Or soda.
yeah, no, I didn't
That's
have.
a lot of.
I
That's
didn't.
a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't
you
have
did
120 ounces.
You did not.
Maybe 60.
Okay.
don't
There
know.
we go.
About right.
How many? I don't know. Let's not do the math. It was yesterday.
But anyway,
We're looking forward.
couple bottles, couple cans, you know.
But and then the last thing that we'll talk about is celebrating small wins, or like those non-scale victories, which
Yes.
are always important. So like, what are the things that you can? Journaling is great for that. Like every once a week, like have certain markers, like how was my mood this week? How was my sleep? How are my workouts? And then if you have a journal where you're journaling how you feel, and then you can line that up with your nutrition
Mhm.
log, your food log, you're going to see pretty quickly that those days that you're not as disciplined with your nutrition, you're not focusing on the quality of your food. That's when you're going to have your moods might not be the greatest. Your sleep isn't the greatest. Your workouts might not be where you expect them to be. So that's a great way to kind of that non-scale victory type way of measuring your progress.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to take our last break. When we come back,
NFL.
Peter Ferguson from Bigger Than the Score is going to come on. Huge Cowboys fan. We're going to do a little quick NFL preview for this Sunday. So stay with us on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Rick Heyman from Sauter Heyman Jewelers here. Shop the Wedding Band Expo September 12th through the 14th at Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Choose a wedding band that will stand the test of time or an anniversary band to celebrate time spent together. Only at the Wedding Band Expo. You'll save 20% off all wedding and anniversary bands. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Wedding Band Expo, September 12th through the 14th. All 3 locations. Find the ring of your dreams at the price you'll love. SauterHeyman.com in Lincoln and Grand Island.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
A fall aeration by Judson Irrigation will help maintain your lawn by maximizing the effectiveness of your watering and fertilization. Judson will flag the locations of your sprinkler heads, followed by a deep core aeration to give your lawn the breath of fresh air it needs. Schedule your aeration today. Your lawn will love you for it.
Let us aerate today to ensure a healthy head start for your lawn next spring. Go to judsonirrigation.com or call Judson Bylene 402-420-6277.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. At Foundation Repair, we fix basements.
It's time for a home technology makeover.
And with special Labor Day savings on top name electronics, you can take your home, backyard, or tailgate to an all-new level. Choose from top name TVs like Sony, LG, and Samsung, including Samsung's popular frame TV that blends seamlessly into your decor. Experience game day throughout your entire home with a new audio system from Sonos, now with special Labor Day bundle savings. Transform your game day this Labor Day with the experts at Schaefer's.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. It is our final segment. I don't know, maybe we can just have this be a regular thing. We talk a little NFL football with Mr. Dallas Cowboy himself. Peter Ferguson is in the studio with us. For those who don't know, he has his own show also called Bigger Than the Score. So he has a couple scholars coming in here at the top of the hour. I don't know how much Dallas Cowboys you talk with them, so I figure we give you
one comment.
Yeah, you got
one comment.
You got to throw one just to test if they were raised right. If not, then we got to go ahead and reindoctrinate them.
All right, so opening weekend of NFL, Nicole and the Packers have already suffered a loss.
I'm okay with that. First of all, I'm just going to go on the record say I do not like these overseas games. I just think that it's a terrible idea, especially as an opener. I don't like it. It's bad for both the teams.
So you don't think it's about growing the game at all, like with basketball and the other components?
I don't think the NFL needs that.
Okay. I don't think they need it in a gang-infested area.
I know. Right?
I think there's other places they could have chosen. To be perfectly honest, where you can't wear green.
I know, which they did anyway.
Yes.
Or maybe don't make it be an opener. Like maybe have it a couple weeks in.
I'm okay with that. I don't know. That my favorite. When you remember they played in Mexico City.
Yeah,
that was awesome. I think there's some markets where it's awesome. You know, they give you other fan bases. Like it's growing like crazy.
I don't like it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you're not going to change it in the next 10 minutes. She's better. She's better. One, they lost. Their quarterback's out.
It's fine.
I mean,
I will say the field sucked. That was
that's
BS.
well. And they talked about that,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of growing the game of understanding. Like,
and it was that way for everybody. So I'm
Yeah.
not everything that I'm saying. It was equal for both teams. They both had the distraction, the travel time, the field conditions, everything.
I'm okay if
I just don't like it.
I'm okay if the Bears go overseas. I just don't want them giving up a home game for it.
Yeah. Well, Jerry Jones is not giving up a home game. I'm just telling you right now. So one of the best parts about the Cowboys is that forward thinking. He is not. They are not going anywhere unless they're getting paid.
Yeah.
So a couple things to watch for today. One, Caleb Williams makes his debut for the Bears
and
against the Titans. I mean,
He's,
I'll tell you right
definitely
right now.
Swimming upstream though, as far as the rookie quarterback starting, those statistics are a little rough.
Well, you got to ask. I got to ask you the question: would you rather see him have initial success and make the naysayers go away right away, or would you rather see him struggle and then come on strong?
I just want them to win.
He wants.
You're not answering the question.
He doesn't. He wants. He wants them to come out blazing and stay blazing until he retires. Like Brett
how
Favre.
many people has that actually happened to?
Not a lot.
I mean, I
Brett
think
Favre,
Brock Purdy, but,
Aaron Rodgers.
but those individuals were behind somebody
I know,
and then came into the.
I know.
But so that's what I just I always wonder: would you rather see them I don't say take their lumps, but kind of be realistic and then kind of grow into the position? But again, right now you don't really get that time in the NFL.
No, it's
like
not.
and so I just always I'm curious with that question with individuals, seeing them truly develop or just get hot and just hope the ceiling doesn't fall out.
I'm still a little skeptical on the Bears head coach.
Okay.
You know, like Eberflus.
We'll see how it goes.
I was ready to get rid of him, but the team bopped back in at the very end.
They did.
And I was like, okay, and the defense started looking a lot better. I don't remember what the offense was trying to be at the end there with Eberflus. So
I think
we'll
as
just
a
see how it
football
goes.
fan, you just want to see progress.
Absolutely.
Right. So I think even if he stumbles a little bit today, if he's better the next week and the next week, and then that's okay.
Like I'd be okay
which is
if
what
he had
you
a,
don't normally get as a
I'd,
Bears fan.
I'd be okay if he had a Dylan Raiola performance from last night. Like he wasn't spectacular, 185
he got
yards.
the job done.
So then you go
Got the
again,
W.
but then you ask the question, do you want somebody who's a game manager who's never really been the game manager? He's always kind of been the focal point. And can he handle, can he handle that? And it's a lot of questions on just that development piece. The sad part is they just don't get multiple years to develop.
Like Aaron Rodgers got to sit for 3 years.
Exactly.
Like Jordan Love got to sit
Got
for
to
3 years.
sit.
That just doesn't happen anymore.
And so when people talk about the Cowboys, I had that conversation with somebody the other day. They're known for putting people in that position, and they grow in that position with the organization.
Right.
You'd think they would be better than if that was the case.
Well, they still are America's team. They're still one of the best out there. No, but again, when you think about Roger Staubach, Danny White, Tony Romo,
you
Dak
know
Prescott.
the names.
But
you don't know the names of the Bears.
Right, but they're just they have that tenure, but you still get that kind of you get great stats, get to the playoffs, but then don't get to that next level. And so they're unique in that sense of organization where if you get there, they're going to invest and go ahead and ride with you for a period of time. Whereas a lot of organizations kind of the minute there's some struggles, let's see who we can buy on the open market.
I would like to have the same quarterback for 10 years. That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
5 years.
But it's just some sustainability.
I know.
Okay.
For the Bears.
Well, I think any
yes.
team wants that.
Yeah.
I think the teams like I look at the Spurs. You look across franchises. Those teams that do that end up having long-term success. But it's also when you think like the Huskers too. Like when you go through that downslide, that's where that frustration comes. So you look at the Yankees. I think about the Yankees. Like it's win or go home.
Right.
And the minute they kind of struggle a little bit, people just get upset. Nebraska was the same way. And so it's kind of that.
Now it's like that this morning. Oh, we didn't score in the second half. It's just the earth is ending.
It's like, here we go. But so you never know. But I'm excited. I'm excited. For me, the season officially starts today.
Yep.
I have a different picture. I'm kind of debating if I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
Not the little Pete.
Well, it's still the little Pete,
okay.
But it's the little Pete chewing a Nerf ball.
Okay.
And so, and so for me, that's kind of what happens during the games, and I think it's time to just put that one out there.
You chew on a Nerf like you're like Jerry Tarkanian with the towel.
Not now. I mean, I'm a grown man.
I thought you
I'm a grown man.
That.
I don't do burpees, but I'm a grown
those
man.
Nerf balls are a lot more expensive now than they were back then.
Okay.
So
and there's different things in the Nerf balls now. They're finding out medically.
So true. Very chemical laden.
I mean, you never knew. I mean, it was safe to eat it.
So, what do you think? We got the Browns and Tom Brady is calling the game.
I'm disappointed in that. I'm frustrated in that. I mean, like I said, you're putting a newbie, again, not new to the game, but you're putting a rookie on the most important game of the afternoon.
Well,
of the day.
That's like
let's it's my time.
I know.
It's the most important game of the afternoon. It's like putting Colt McCoy out there.
What game?
No, that'd be like putting Michael Jordan on an NBA game.
True. That's a good analogy. That's a good comparison.
What game would you rather have him be calling?
Not mine.
That's all we need to know.
All I care about.
I'm kind of excited.
That's the amount of thought you've put.
Yeah, do I care? Like, I'm not sitting there like I want this bride. Yeah, I want Robert Griffin to come back for third.
They should do it for like a Patriots or Buccaneers game.
Yeah, like warm up.
No, because then you'd be completely biased, though. It needed to be
right. That's a good point. But he could. I don't know. I think he could manage it.
It makes me want to watch, and I don't normally want to watch a Cowboys game.
But are you watching the game or are you watching him?
It
and I know
matter.
Jeff is
it's still
here.
Eyes on the right. Still eyes on the team. What if maybe I start liking the Cowboys today?
I mean, people watch Waiting to Exhale too with the volume turned off. I mean, do we really need to go south here? I mean, what?
Yeah, I've never really been a big commentator. Like
I don't have opinions.
I wouldn't. When I'm looking through a schedule of the NFL, I'm not looking to see who's commentating, and I'm going to watch because of that person. I really don't care.
But then he became the focal point. Like I'm seeing ads of his face on there.
That's true. I didn't know.
There's not a cheekbone out of. Yeah, there's not a cheekbone out of place.
I know his face it disturbs me a little bit. It disturbs me. You'll know this reference, Harrison. Tom Brady's face reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob when Squidward gets hit in the face and he becomes the handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
That's what I see when I see Tom Brady. It's a little
It's changed.
unnerving. I know.
It's
a little unnerving to me. I don't like
I mean,
it.
I mean, let's be honest. He's a pretty dude. I mean,
Too
it's not like
pretty.
you
I
needed
don't like
that.
it.
Like, I mean,
I don't like it.
but you wanted to watch.
No, I want to listen. I want to hear what he has to
Yeah,
say.
that's how it starts.
No.
That's how
I
it
don't go on
starts.
record. He's unnerving to me.
I'm just waiting for Dak Prescott to get in the booth, so then I can listen to all former Cowboys every Sunday. Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, Dak Prescott.
Dak ain't going anywhere.
He just got paid big time.
Yeah,
He did?
Yep.
Yeah, where have you been? Oh my goodness, cut the show.
He is
cut
deep into the
Hold on,
Caleb
hold on.
Williams
Dak,
Kool-Aid right
Dak
now.
got his contract?
Yes.
I did not know that.
266.
Yeah.
Was this yesterday?
Friday. No. Wait, was it Thursday? Thursday. I can't remember. I sent the text, but like
I
CeeDee
don't
Lamb,
remember.
I was concentrating on like now they got, the Ezekiel Elliott made it back into the ads and everything. I'm not sure that was a good move, but then there's some conversation. The rumor that I did hear was Micah Parsons, which this one will make you happy, was pre-conversation of Micah Parsons potentially to the Bears. And there was an individual who's a huge Bears fan. He's on here regularly. I'm just going to put his name out there, John Goodwin. And so if you're speaking untruths, there's going to be issues.
You're throwing your
Cite
source
me your
out.
source.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to cite that's my ESPN source. But he was like, oh, rumor has it that Micah Parsons might be thinking about the Bears. And
You
I'm
can
like,
say anything as long as you start with rumor has it. You can
Yeah,
literally say it.
off the
Rumor
record.
has it.
Rumor
Yeah.
started it
Rumor
here.
has it.
Yeah, as he opened his conversation with me off the record. Yeah.
Yeah, that got paid. This is Adam Schefter. And this was this morning, 11/24. $240 million contract
So
extension.
it was this morning?
Yep, this morning.
Oh, see?
And
been
he's
on
got-
the radio.
Reported this morning. That's when the pregame started.
Oh, I don't have
$231 million guaranteed.
I don't get the Dallas Cowboy text to my phone.
I can mess with you. on
Apparently,
it.
our former quarterback starting
Yeah,
for the
there's-
Steelers, which is crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get that 4th round pick. Wow. All right. Well, Pete, have fun today.
Well, what's
watching-
your prediction for the Bears? What's your prediction?
For the Bears Titans?
Yeah. Quickly,
27-21 Bears.
Harrison.
Yeah, okay. We'll go 30-14. Actually, no, that's way too nice. 30
Too nice?
Oh yeah, for the Bears. We'll go 30-21.
And
Cowboys,
what about Cowboys?
34-21. 34-21. The star.
Yep.
How
here
about
we go.
them Cowboys?
Stay tuned.
We'll see you next week. Have a good week, everyone.